Scotty Cash here, and today I take a look at the Justice League Unlimited 7-pack from Mattel. What's the best way to end a line that has had a great run? Well, if your answer was to bring out a 7-pack full of figures that was demanded by the fans, then you're correct. Let's go take a look at the box first.
Alright. I like to do the box style this way, at least in a bigger box. You get the full picture. I get to point a little bit more things out. I can still do that in the close-up on the videos. It's just a little easier to do it this way. But this is the Justice League Unlimited Fan to Man collection. You got Gypsy, the Creeper, Thunderbolt, Johnny Thunder, the Crimson Avenger, Speedy, and Dr. Mid-nite. Out of those figures, the ones that I would have demanded, none of them. All the ones I would have demanded already came out. Superman and Superman. No, seriously. I love that Mattel is doing a box like this because they're listening to fans. I'm sure there's a couple people that hate the Creeper. They don't want nothing to do with the Creeper. And obviously Mattel can't make a fan-demanded box for every single person. But this is probably the majority of the figures that you guys asked for. You can see that Thunderbolt is kind of weird. How's he going to stand up? How's he going to stand up? Well, they got a couple figure stands inside too that makes him stand up perfect. But for right now, we're going to talk about the box. Mattel is doing the same style box on these figures, just different sizes. Same shape, different sizes. And I absolutely love it. Like here is the Red Arrow Justice League, or Young Justice box. You can see it's kind of the same exact shape. Characters, a little bit of bio. Same way, here's the Crime City of America. Same shape, nice big picture, info on the bottom. Same way, DC Universe logo, tells you what it is, Justice League America, or Justice League Unlimited, Fan to Man Collection, gives you their names, pictures of the figures. What more do you want? You can see everything. It's extremely basic, but gets the job done. More figures from the JLU line. I love this box, just because, character art's always awesome, don't get me wrong, I love character art. But to put all of, not all, a ton of the old figures on here is super awesome. You got a Catwoman, a couple of the old Super Friends, Lobo, Captain Atom, Nightwing, a couple characters I don't even know. Samurai on the side, Aquaman, and then of course on the front, you got the main ones, Superman, Wonder Woman, Jon Stewart, Batman, Hawkman, Hawkgirl, blah, 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 blah. You get it. Anyway, the difference between this box and those other boxes is, well, you can see there's a burst in the back. And there's a burst in the back on the single figures. There's a burst in the back on the 2-packs and all that stuff. But this one is a little different because when you pull this one out, it's actually like they got bursted and it burnt around them. You can see what figures go where. Creeper, Gypsy, Dr. Mid-nite, Crimson Avenger. But you can see the outline of the figure, which is a little bit different than they've done in the past. And I kind of like that. I kind of dig that. Not only did they give the fans a fan-demanded figures, they did a little bit extra. Just a little bit. Nothing to blow your mind, but it's a little bit different. Let's go ahead and take a little bit closer look at the figures.
They always say ladies first, so let's start with Gypsy. Gypsy stands right at 4 1/4 inches and looks really amazing. She has a lot of bright, vibrant colors and mimics a Gypsy quite nicely. Besides Gypsy's headband, the only thing that is sculpted is Gypsy's ankle bracelets. Her shirt, wristbands, and necklace are all painted applications, but still look really nice. Her skirt is a separate piece and really hinders her leg movement, but I've never had any need to sit one of these types of figures down, so I pick looks over mobility any day of the week. Creeper is for sure a fan-demanded figure in any scale. The Creeper looks like he was just yanked right out of a animated Batman cartoon. The creeper stands right at 4.5 inches and looks amazing. I love his colors. Again, full body, mustard colored suit, black with green stripes on his trunks, or maybe it's green with black stripes on his trunks, red gloves, red boots, with of course his red furry cloak. But the best thing about this creeper figure is his amazing smile, ear to ear and very sinister. Thunderbolt, with his horns, is also at 4.5 inches. Thunderbolt is mostly a solid pink color, but his arms and some of his tail are made of a little bit more translucent pink. I really dig this figure. Like I said in the beginning of the video, that Thunderbolt will need one of the 2 figure stands that comes in the packaging. So if you fast forward through the box talk, no worries, he has his own stand. Dr. Mid-nite is another big fan favorite, and to be honest, I'm surprised it's taken him this long to make him. He looks just like Dr. Mid-nite should look in the JLU line. Olive green boots, gloves with his tights and sleeves a black color. His mask is also black and covers up everything on his face but his nose and mouth. Dr. Mid-nite has on green glasses that match his green cape. He also is wearing a red vest with an olive colored belt going around it. There is a moon holding his cape together, while moon buttons and a moon logo sit atop of his head. Dr. Mid-nite is probably my favorite figure in the box set. Speedy is another figure I'm kind of surprised they haven't made yet. How could they not have made a Speedy yet? At 4.5 inches tall and done up nicely in his red and yellows, just like another hero we know. His red shirt is a little bit duller of a red than his red pants and red fingerless wrist gloves. But it is the same color yellow that is on his boots, belt, and strap that hold in his yellow backpack. That, of course, holds his arrows. Speedy has on the same black mask that we see him wearing as Red Arrow, and of course, his orange hair atop his head. And don't forget about his Speedy symbol that is painted on his left upper chest. The Crimson Avenger has changed appearances a few times over the years, but this is the newest look. Black suit with a black fedora with a red mask and red cape? Ooh, and red toga thingy. He kind of resembles the Green Hornet. No, he kind of resembles the Shadow. Ooh, the Green Shadow. Yeah. Either way, fans demanded him and now they have him. If you don't know anything about Johnny Thunder, let me tell you a few things. Johnny Thunder is the 7th son born of a 7th son, who was born on July 7th, the 7th month of the year, at 7 a.m. on Sunday, which is the 7th day of the week. Oh, and the year? 1917. And why not put him as the 7th figure in the box set? I love Mattel's little hidden messages, if you will. I didn't know who this character was when I first got this box set, but now I love this character. I love characters like this because I get a chance to learn about them. So now I demand him too. Johnny Thunder comes well dressed in a light olive green suit with the brown boots and a brown tie. A white undershirt underneath his green jacket. To me, he kind of looks like a blonde-haired Jimmy Olsen. This might be a plain figure, but his story isn't plain whatsoever, and the story is just as much a part of a figure as the look on a figure. For articulation, they are pretty much all the same as other JLU figures. Of course, except for Thunderbolt. He is set at 4 points. his head, both arms, and his tail right in the middle. For the others in the box set, 5 points of articulation, just like standard. Legs, arms, and head. The only hindering on these figures is Gypsy's skirt and the Crimson Avenger's cape. But again, in this line, looks are everything. So I would take looks over mobility, especially in this line. I hope you like my look at the Fandom collection from the Justice League Unlimited line. So remember, on November 15th, if you want these fan-animated figures, there's only one place to get it, and that's MattyCollector.com. I hope these are some of the figures that you wanted, or maybe these are some of the figures that you demanded to have. And until next time, I'm Scotty Cash, and I'm outie.